difference. I want a politics that's bringing us together. You know, our campaign hasn't been perfect, but we have run a positive campaign. We haven't spent all our time with negative attacks. We haven't tried to go after the other candidate. We believe that we can all disagree without being disagreeable. I believe that this country doesn't want to bicker and fight. They want to roll up their sleeves and solve problems. I believe this country is ready for a real universal health care plan like I provided, so that if you've got health insurance, then we'll lower your premiums by $2,500. If you don't have health insurance, you can get health insurance just like the health insurance I have as a member of Congress, and we won't wait 20 years from now to do it or 10 years from now to do it. We'll do it by the end of my first term as president of the United States of America. People are tired of bickering and arguing. They want to get to work rebuilding our roads and our bridges, investing in green technologies and creating millions of jobs, so that old steel mills are now making windmills, and old machine tool plants are making solar panels, and we're making buildings more energy efficient. We can do that. If John F. Kennedy said we went to the moon and we did it a few years later, then we can say that we're going to become energy independent and do it a few years later. But arguing and bickering isn't going to make it happen. We can start creating jobs right here in America, but we've got to invest in science and technology. And when people tell you, you know what, we can't afford it, you just remind them, we're spending $10 billion a month in Iraq. If we're spending $10 billion there, we can spend $10 billion right here in Indiana, put people back to work. People are tired of bickering and arguing. They want to go ahead and actually make No Child Left Behind a real program as opposed to just a slogan. We want to invest in early childhood education to make sure every child is prepared when they go to school. We want to not just talk about how great teachers are, but pay them for their greatness. Give them higher salaries. Give them more support. We want to make college affordable. So I'm going to get every young person $4,000 a year for college in exchange for national service. We'll invest in them. They'll invest in America. That's how we'll move this country forward. But let me say this. If we want to do all those things, we're also going to have to bring this war in Iraq to a close. I was a pastor in 2002. I will bring this war to a close in 2009. All these things are possible, Fort Wayne, but I can't do it by myself. You know, I'm reminded every day of my life, if not by events, then by my wife, that I'm not a perfect man. I will not be a perfect president. We'll make some mistakes sometimes. But I can promise you this. I will always tell you what I think. I will always tell you where I stand. I'll be honest with you about the challenges we face. I'll listen to you, even when we disagree. And I will spend every single day that I am in this White House fighting for you. I'll be fighting for that guy I met in Marion who was packing up equipment in the plant that had closed. He had lost his job, lost his health care, lost his home, and he's packing up equipment that his father had worked on and helped raise him. I'll be listening to that guy I met with 3 children with cystic fibrosis who lost his home because of medical expenses. I'll be thinking about that single mother who's trying to go to school and work at the same time because I know that story. I was raised by a single mother. I was helped. I was raised by a single mom and my grandparents who grew up in the Great Depression. My grandfather fought in World War II. My grandmother worked on a bomber assembly line while she was raised